And let's welcome to iRadio, Kilkenny's finest, Robert Grace, global superstar, I should add to that as well. Hello, Robert.
Hi,
How
Robert.
how you doing? Thanks for having me on.
Pleasure to see you. Pleasure to chat. You are a global superstar. Let's talk firstly about the success of Fake Fine and just how phenomenal it's been. Did you expect it to be so big?
It's mad. No, I mean, I knew when I did the song, I was like, oh, this is really good, and I had a good feeling about it. But it's still, you just don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like I've had feelings about stuff before. This one was a bit different, but at the same time, you just never know. You never want to be too confident, I suppose. But I wasn't expecting it to do as well as it did. Definitely not.
Well, it put you among Irish music royalty, Robert. You became third Irish male solo to reach the top 50 with Dermot Kennedy and Niall Horan. So, what has that song done for your career?
Oh, I mean, it's got me signed. Basically, I got, I'll be releasing an album, and it got me like an album deal. Like in some cases when you get a record deal, there's clauses so that if singles don't do well, there's a chance that you'll be dropped, or like I'm getting an album regardless of what happens, which is great, and it's a massive thing to have that. And I mean, it's set up everything for me now. I mean, it's kind of gave me some security in terms of I don't need to be busting myself trying to make money just to barely scrape by. I don't need to worry about that side for the moment, which is great. It just takes that stress off, because last year was pretty tough in terms of just, I was always missing something. Some bill was always being neglected because I had to pay for something else. So I mean, it's been great. It's really changed my life completely, really. But it's weird because I can't experience it to the full capacity because I'm still at home. It's all just through my phone that this is happening, or through my computer.
Yeah, it is life-changing stuff. So through your phone, TikTok, or as we now like to call it, the talk. Una loves calling.
Oh, God, the talk.
We are just,
Oh.
we're getting to that point where we're like just trying to stay cool by going, no, call it the talk, man. You're very big on there, and you've had a lot of success through that, which other artists have. It's become a new avenue and a
Yeah.
very beneficial one. How many followers do you have?
I mean, it's weird. I hit 1 million last week, and now I'm 1.2. I got 200,000 extra followers in the week as well. It's mad, crazy.
Isn't it just?
Wow.
And a lot of them are overseas, aren't they?
Yeah, the majority of my following is US
Oh, that's
is the
amazing.
biggest chunk. Ireland is like the probably like 4% of
Mad,
my
isn't it?
following on TikTok. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
When you
So,
think
you've
about,
already made the US.
Yeah,
yeah,
the US is so big that like it's like I'd have to it's spread out like evenly across the US. So if I had it like all in the one spot, it'd be fantastic. But it's
That
like,
is true.
spread out evenly throughout the whole place.
do you have a map on the wall at home with little pins? I got one
Yeah,
in
Why'd you
Wyoming.
go there?
yeah.
One
Six
in
people
Kansas.
listening in Michigan or whatever it is.
Brilliant.
But
World domination.
yeah, slowly taking over.
From the bedroom. And Robert, the new single, it's very personal, and you definitely do not hold back in the lyrics. Can you tell us what it's about?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically what I wanted to do with the song. I mean, obviously you can't go out at the moment and deal with a heartbreak by, drinking too much and kissing strangers. I mean, I don't know when you'll be able to kiss a stranger again.
Tell me
But
about it.
I know Aidan is very bemoaning that fact for the past year.
but it's like I wanted to kind of bring people either back to a time when they could do that. Because I mean, at the moment, if you could choose between now and going back and dealing with a heartbreak in that way, I mean, it'd be the hard. You might probably go back and do it because you'll be able to actually go out and like meet people. But it's like, to bring people back, or kind of get people excited about the future of what it could be eventually. Even though it's a sadish song, but it's about coming out of a toxic breakup, and dealing with that, probably not in the best way, but by drinking too much, going off with random people,
Yeah.
and your ex still trying to control that situation, and maybe calling you up and asking you what are you doing, and you're like, well, it doesn't matter if you're doing something terrible. Like, they don't get, if they're the ones that cause your pain, they don't get a choice in how you deal with it, and that's what the whole song is about.
Yeah, I really like that message in the song, actually.
Yeah, and I think I've found it kind of unique. A fun fact is that my wife actually came up with the with that line. With, like, she rang me. I was in the studio, and she goes, "I have a really cool line that could be cool in a song." And she goes, "You don't get to choose what I do with the hurt you gave me." So like, that's all her. I can't take any credit
Wow.
for that. So
Amazing. You're going to
yeah,
get
That's
a little writing credit.
She didn't actually get a writing credit. I should to be honest. I
Oh
should.
man,
But
that's
we're
bad
married,
form.
and she gets 50% of everything I
It
have.
was in the
So
vows.
yeah, so it's always 50-50. No matter, even if it's just my name there, it's still 50-50. She's like the puppeteer behind it all.
Yeah. And when it comes to honesty then about writing about your own experiences that might have happened before you met your wife, does that cause any conflict or issues?
I mean, no, I mean, there's a bit of messing every now and again. Like she'll be like, "Who's that about now?" Or "What's that like?" You know, or
Which
"Is
one
that
was
about?"
that one?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so awkward. I would hate to be there for that conversation.
Like it's never. It's only a joke though. It's only a joke. Like you know, it's in fairness, it's there's never any like arguments because I mean, a lot of this stuff, a lot of these songs stem from personal experience, but you know, the facts change. You know, to make the song about like a specific kind of story, but.
So she wouldn't be asking you questions like, "So do you still think she's good looking? Huh? Do you
No,
still
I mean,
have her in your
thankfully,
phone?"
I
No,
definitely don't. Everyone's gone. There's only my wife and my phone now. That's it. You learn what the
Oh,
best thing to do is, and I know, like it's yeah, it's funny. She just messes every now and again about stuff, you know, like is that
That's
about your
cool.
other girlfriend or something and all this kind of stuff. But it's yeah, she's very good though. It doesn't make it awkward, thankfully.
Good. Robert Grace, it's a pleasure to chat with you. You are one of our I Love Irish artists of the month. The new single, The Hurt You Gave Me. Talk to you soon, pal.
Thanks a million for having me.
iRadio. Live life louder.